quick, I want to show you how to use the TOWA Bobbin case tension gauge. And then some of the readings you might get while you're using it, how to tell if the bobbin case is a healthy bobbin case, or if you need to change a backlash spring, or if the bobbin case is actually bent. So the first thing you want to check is to make sure that the bobbin case is clean. You know, there's always going to be fibers and things that are in there, so let's clean that out. You can use a brush, clean underneath those backlash springs, whether you have this one or if you have a TOWA bobbin case that has the bobbin backlash spring with the wings. Then we are going to put our bobbin in. We want to make sure that we put it in correctly. Then I'm going to stick it in the gauge. I'm going to wrap around this wheel here and go on top of here and come back, catch it over here, lay it flat, and then pull it. And it's reading right about 200, which is good. Now, what I really wanted to show you is if you have one, you've got it in there, everything's right, you think it's all cleaned out, and then you're testing it and it's going back and forth like this a lot. If it's doing that, there's a few things that you want to check. You want to make sure, number one, that you have more of an even bobbin, that it's actually wound even, it's not crooked. Make sure it's pretty tight, it's not loose. So check the bobbin health first. Then the next thing you're going to do is you want to check inside the bobbin case. Make sure that if you've just changed your backlash spring, this is pretty common, that you actually got them inside, the little slants there, whatever bobbin backlash spring you've changed. It's important to make sure that those have gotten inside properly. Then you also want to make sure that this one is bouncing back and forth like that, and then the other one that is rotating properly. If all that is good and you put it back in the gauge and the lever's still going up and down, the next thing you want to check is kind of put an empty bobbin in, then rotate it with your finger, and see how easy this is rotating? This tells me that my bobbin case is fine, I haven't dropped it, it's not bent, and it's just going to be a minor tension adjustment. Now if I do that and it starts catching as I'm moving it like that, kind of catching, that means my bobbin case is bent. I probably dropped it, didn't realize it, hit these little corners. There isn't a way to straighten those back out to make it perfectly round again. So if that's the case and it's catching on that, I've checked everything else, then I probably just need to get a new bobbin case so I'm not so frustrated. Again, now that we've checked everything, I'll show you one more time. Stick that in here. Make sure you hear it lock in. Under, over, around, then rotate, pull it straight so you can get that. Now, if you are gauging it and it's a little too loose, then you can just get your screwdriver, come right over here to this side, tighten it just a tad, then gauge it again. If it's gauging too tight, which is pretty good right there, but that's how you would make your adjustment, back right there. And most bobbin threads that you use, what you put in there, they're going to mostly gauge between 190 and 210. So whether I'm using Permacore, King Tut, Omni, any of those more popular brands, they usually gauge right between 190 and 210. So as long as you have that, you have a consistent pull, your bobbin case is really good, stick it in, your tension should be good there. Then it's just adjusting the top.